In the same way the central referee and the two assistants and the fourth official work together to make the decisions together, I think it would be very hard for them to say, well, no, I think you're wrong again. Like, that sort of dispute within the group doesn't really work out very often. Like, even in today's game, there was a point where a tackle was made, and I think there was a yellow card given to a Burnley player, but the referee played on for another 10-15 seconds. But that means the decision was made by the fourth official telling the referee that this has just happened and this should be a yellow card. So I think that sort of unity as such means that that's why they don't overturn decisions. But I think it was at the World Cup last year where there were times, I believe, when they went to the monitor, or maybe it was, I think it was AFCON a couple of years ago, they went to the monitor, they looked and decided whether they believed in it or not. But ultimately, if you are being sent to the monitor, it's because they believe there's been a clear and obvious error. And we don't like the decisions. I thought it was very, very soft yesterday. I thought there was hardly any contact as such. But from when someone's going over, what situation does it put you in where people are just disagreeing with each other in real time? And that's what they're going to continue to do. And even though the decision, as I say, felt very wrong to us, that's the way it's almost inevitable. That's how it's going to finish.
I think we've got to the stage that I think we all dreaded, and most of us in the show, if not everybody, is an advocate of VAR for, not in the manic crowd that says, let's go back to the naked eye for everything. Wasn't sport so much more fun then when we got all these decisions wrong? But I think we've gone past the stage, it's only my opinion, that we're taking it too far. The whole worry about the technology to start with was the re-refereeing of the game in its totality. And I think we're slowly getting there, if not already arrived. And I'm a great proponent now, having watched all these decisions and the re-refereeing of the game, is that I would prefer to see it where between the penalty boxes, basically the referee and his assistant refereed the game, right? What are you pulling a face for?
It was quite the face as well.
Quite a face. You must sum up your...
No, I think we're arguing about the wrong thing. I think we've got to realise that what is given and what's not given now is a red card. We can sit here and argue whether we think it's a red card or not, or we can sit here and talk about whether we think VAR should be doing this or doing that. But the fact is, in today's game, that's a red card. For for that challenge, because he caught him minimally, and certainly in my day, in your day, that was.
Hold on,
that probably
you actually think that's a red card?
If you listen to what I said,
no.
I said in today's game, that's a red card. They're given that as a... Well, they just gave a red card.
It doesn't mean it's right.
I know, I'm not... I don't think he should have been sent off either. I'm just saying that in today's game, we need to get over the fact that there are certain things that they're going to give us red and then things they're not, and that's one of them.
No, I think they're re-refereeing the game too much. I honestly think VAR should get involved in an instance in the box and only penalty kicks, goals. Automated offside should come in to stop all the flapping around. But then the referee gets a help for the key decisions. Between the rest of the pitch, he referees that game as he would normally with his instinct. The only time then for me that VAR would get involved if there was an off-the-ball incident of violent conduct behind the referee's back and he doesn't see it, somebody gets a punch or an elbow off the ball, VAR calls him in and said, listen, violent conduct, this guy has to go. But re-refereeing these decisions, that the referee, I think, got right first time around, and as they said to Deitch in the interview, pressurised when they go to the monitor because Joe Bloggs up there thinks it was a red card. Now he goes over, so he's in a conundrum. I think this is continuous re-refereeing in the middle of a park or outside the penalty area where there's no need. There's generally no need for it. It needs to be for key decisions. Penalty, and I'm not saying they're going to get all of them right, by the way, but penalties, all the big decisions in the penalty areas, but the rest of the game, we cannot continue to keep going back and re-refereeing for these soft challenges that we saw from Calvert-Lewin.
Such a sensible argument.
Very sensible. We've got to be sensible and keep Nadem safe. We're going to let him get home and get warm as well.
Because, I hope he'll be home tonight at this time.